So this plant right here is a wild petunia, or also people call it Mexican petunia. The bees love them, so you would attract a lot of pollinators if you have these, and they multiply like crazy. They are actually would take over your whole yard if you let them. So, and if you wanted to propagate them, I snap branches off and I just stick them in the ground and water them. I don't do nothing else. I just snap the branches off, stick them in the ground and water them. But as you can see, they have a powdery mildew on them. So I'm going to treat them. And what I did was I took apple cider vinegar and I mixed it with, I don't want this to spread across the rest of my plants, because some plants will get this and some plants won't. So I do half and half. I mean, some websites say a third and 2/3 water. You can't kill these things. I'm telling you right now, you can't kill them. So if you're looking for a plant that will fill up your yard, easy to propagate, always puts on flowers, get you some of these. And you can only get, even if you only got 2 of these, that's what I ended up with. And they are all over. There's tons of them over there. There's tons of them over there. They were all over my yard. And in the front flower beds, I just ripped them out and threw them away. They were just getting to be too much, and I've done that back here too. I've ripped them off and thrown them away. So, like I said before in another one of my videos, learn how to propagate and learn your plants. Do a little research on it and see if they multiply on their own, because that's what I've done with 90% of all my plants. Like this, I can't even remember what this thing is. I've cut this thing so many times. There's a huge one back there that got knocked down by the cold, but it's coming back. I propagated that. There's some there. Oh, you can't really see it right there. There's some there. And they rooted like within a week. Some there, some back there. So yeah, get you some root tone and get you some. I pinch plants at the store coming out of Walmart. I'll pinch it just to bring it home, just to see if there's another one, if I can root it. I've rooted this begonia. I've rooted a whole lot of stuff. It's easy. Google it, research it. A lot of times, I believe with the one I just showed you, this little guy right here, a lot of times when you take a piece of something and you want to root it, you want the tender part of the plant that just shot up to root it. It seems to me like this one likes the harder part instead of the end piece. And I was out here with the vinegar and water because I had hard spots, water spots on my plants because it was under the vandas. So you always want to water your plants from the bottom, because that's how you get the powdery mildew. And sometimes when it splashes up, like on your cucumbers, the dirt splashes up. That's what brings up the that's what brings up the bacteria that starts the mildew to grow. So vinegar works for the mildew. I thought something bit me. That plant poked me. It still feels like something bit me though. This works for hard water spot stains. You spray it on and wipe it off, and it takes off all the water stains. So I'm not going to put it back under those because I spray upwards and it falls down on this. And this always has like a really thick waxy, especially when the new ones come in. But look at the bottom of it. This is a beautiful plant, and it's got like this one. And look at all the babies. These are all new plants that are coming up. And like, see this? I don't know what zone you live in, but here in Florida and Hawaii and tropical climates, we have a lot of plumeris. But I used to snap off the branches of plumeris, and if somebody we used to clean out foreclosures, and I would just snap a branch off or take the whole plant. But if I went to somebody's house and I seen them, like, can I get a little piece of that? Sure. So I would bring it home. I have stuck those in the ground and rooted them. A lot of mistakes that people make is watering it. You don't want to do that. That puts off a milk, so you want it just like a cactus. You want it to scab over and heal up on the bottom, and then stick it in the ground, because if you stick it in the ground and water it, it's going to just get bacteria, and it's going to turn soggy and mushy, and it's going to die because the water is getting up into the bare plant. But yeah, those are super, super easy to root too. Without root tone, I've stuck them in the ground. So yeah, you can fill your whole yard up. I ran out of places to plant stuff, because I mean, at first I would just like, I want to see if I can do it, you know. I would get a piece of a plant and I want to see if I could possibly root it. And I've actually rooted these things. Yep. At first I didn't do good on it, and then I started doing good on it. You gotta get a fresh piece, like a new shoot like this. You don't want nothing hard like this. You want it nice and tender like this. And you want a long enough piece, maybe 4 or 5 inches, and roots on it. Stick it in the ground. Don't water it for a while. Let it start. I have this vine that is, it's a stinkweed. It stinks so bad too. I can't find the end of it, so because it's so thick down there to get it off out of the ground, but it grows really fast. But yeah, I'm wondering if I can't. I'm gonna have to Google it. It's like a fake fig tree. I don't know what it's called. They're popular. I have a miniature one. That one was in a pot, and I had to plant it in the ground. I had no room for it. You see the vines? Home Depot is selling those, and it's in the department where it's like exotic. What would be exotic, hard to find plants? And I'm like, man, I got that growing all over the ground, all over the trees, even on the fence. It's very, very pretty. And I started on the oak tree over there, and it's coming out pink. It's got pink in it too. But those are really, really pretty plants. And I just put some in a hanging plant last night. But yeah, easy. This I found at a house. The guy was moving out, and his friend had lived there, and he had gotten really, really bunch of tropical plants. And I took one of these home. I have these. I think that these are all seeds. These all end up being seeds when it dries up, because these things are all over my yard everywhere, and they're beautiful, and the butterflies love them. So I just let them grow wherever they want to start growing at. So yeah, that's how you fill up your yard and make it jungly like this. My yard looks like a jungle, but I love it. Guys, stay under the blood of Jesus. Peace out.